Nice intro for the morning. Fresh off a cold. Stay cold. Cheese. What up, Doc? You know, this gonna be the last one for like the next 2 years. Nah, I give it up. Caffeine morning show. Sticks. We gonna do this thing like this.
AM Caffeine Show. AM Caffeine Show. What up? It's your boy DOC.
It's your girl Marlo J.
DJ Smooth Melody.
And of course, today, we have Marlo J's watch list. We have Smooth D's doing a song of the day. But before we get into all our, the regular segments, we have a special guest. We don't have much time and with her. And we're very, very grateful to finally have her on the show. We've been trying to do this for a minute. Actually, I want to say, Smoothie, since 2015, when Get Right Back to My Baby came out, right?
Yes.
Trying to make this happen. And I do want to say, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I will. Toot. We were one of the first to play that song because I thought that joint was so crazy. So today, special guest. She's been nominated countless times for Soul Train Awards, singer, songwriter, the one and only Vivian Green in the building this morning, you guys. Welcome to the AM Caffeine Show.
Thank you. Oh my God, can I say how I love that intro though? I loved it.
Thank you. That's our boy.
I am so into that intro.
Thank you. That's our boy Sticks from Watts. Very talented brother. He always blesses us.
Heard that. It's so amazing.
So dope. I'll let him know you said that. Yes. Yeah. Vivian Green today. Vivian,
I'm so excited about that. Now I got to come down and talk about myself. That got me a little high. That was great. Wow.
Wonderful. I've heard some new music that I got from Kwame. Shout out to Kwame, first of all, for making this happen for us. Friend of the AM Caffeine Show. Kwame's been here 3 times. One of the coolest cats I know. He gave me, back in 2015, Get Right Back to My Baby, which I thought was so fly. And I think it went number 2. I don't know why I didn't go number 1. I just thought it was so crazy. And you've been in, I think you've had 6 or 7 albums. Is that what you have under your belt at this point?
The one dropping on Friday is the 7th. Yep.
You're right. 7 albums. And you've been through and seen so many different iterations of this record business and record labels. And how has that affected, if any, your creative process? Just like from the business side, things have changed so much. Has that affected the way that you approach doing music?
No, I can't say that it affects the process of actually creating the music. No. It affects more so like how you market and things like that. But no, it doesn't affect my creative process. No. Do you think am I discouraged by how things have changed and it's like it hinders me from writing? If that's what you mean, no.
Mm-hmm. So to your point, with things changing and how you have to approach the marketing and promotion, because if you don't have a major label, you have to do more yourself, right? How have those adjustments been for you?
It can be stressful because it can definitely be stressful. I think spending your own money is never fun. So and thank God I don't have to spend my own money for everything or anything like that. But sometimes it's like, if they're giving this amount, you're like, but I know that if we had another $5,000, it would be dope. Then you might want to come up with that on your own. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, the budgets are just much smaller than what they used to be. Everything is smaller than what it used to be. And yeah, it can be frustrating for sure. It can be frustrating. Yes. And then also now there's the social media factor, which for someone like Kwame, since you brought him up, he's just a natural and behind the camera at any time. Doesn't matter. He's just always instantly on, where I'm definitely more shy. I'm very private. I don't like to share too much of anything with anybody, let alone strangers. So that's been an uphill battle for me. I have to honestly say, I get better, as time goes on. I do get better, but it is a struggle to make sure that's something that I'm constantly doing, you know, to intentionally do it all the time. It's definitely hard for me. So.
Right. Marlo, you had a question.
Yes, you know I did. So every time I mentioned you to any guy, they were like, yo, she fine as hell. Please just say hi. So I just want to say hi, one, for all the fellas. They were like, yo, let her, tell her she needs to start her OnlyFans. I said, I don't know. That's not my business.
Uh-oh.
Like, now I don't know. One of them was like, yo, she's in phenomenal shape. Her skin looked like it's been poured on. I mean, I think we can all be blessed if she starts an OnlyFans. Now, after I've said that.
Well, thank you for all the compliments, but no, I'm not going to start an OnlyFans.
Doc.
That is hilarious. That's hilarious. You would think the way that these guys talk to you, you would think I did a spread in Playboy or something. Never.
Listen, guys have X-ray eyes. They can see right through the clothes. They like, what?
You know.
Let me see.
Let me see that.
You're right. I guess they do have X-ray eyes.
Okay, so with the whole shutdown and quarantine and everything, how has it been balancing being a mother, an artist, and keeping your sanity and just personal wellness?
Well, you know what? You know, I'm really grateful that the quarantine has not, you know, been tough on my mental wellness or emotional wellness or anything like that. It's been really cool for me. I was able to complete Love Absolute for once. I was very productive during the quarantine. I am not the social butterfly. Honestly, I'm not. I probably would prefer to be home if I'm not working. So that's easy. I already homeschool my son. I've already been doing it for years.
Wow, okay.
But that wasn't new either. And then I'm always around my kid. Like, he goes with me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, since he's been old enough to. My mom used to help me, you know, a lot. But now that he's older and he wants to be out, he gets on. If I get on a plane, he's getting on the plane with me. And so I'm used to being around my kid all the time. I'm used to homeschooling him. I like to be home, and I was able to finish my album. So it's actually been pretty good for me.
It didn't affect you at all.
She's like, sorry for y'all, but it's been great for me.
Right. And of course, you know, my love and heart goes out to anyone who has been affected by the pandemic. And I'm grateful that no one in my family has been. So I don't take it for granted at all.
Maybe you should start doing like TikTok videos of people of like little tips to help people learning how to homeschool.
Oh, maybe. That could be something.
That'll be really helpful considering you've already been doing it.
Yeah. I do think I'm a pro at that, if not anything else.
So when you homeschool, and speaking to someone who doesn't have any kids, knock on wood, that I know of,
I don't have any more.
How does
y'all heard that?
Yeah, I know. I heard it loud and clear. I heard it loud and clear. When you homeschool, how does that work? Like, what is the process? Like, if you've never done it before, how do you teach yourself to do that?
Well, you know, again, I've been doing it for so long. So it started in kindergarten for me. My son was born with an unknown syndrome. So I was very sure that that's how I wanted to start school, at least back then. I just wasn't ready for him to be in an environment that I was not in, you know,
right.
Very protective, and he was very tiny and fragile, and I just wasn't with it. So that's why I started to homeschool him. And then it just kind of turned, I don't know, we just kind of went with it because it makes sense for my life, honestly. I can't always, if he was in school, I can't always pick him up and
right.
that like that. And I don't have anyone who could kind of be that person for me. So just better for my lifestyle that it continued. And so we just kind of, you know, kept it going. And also for Jordan, my son Jordan, it's better for him because he can work at his own pace. And that's very, very important for the way that he learns. Like if he needs more time on something, he doesn't need to go to the next class. You know, he needs to finish what he was doing while he's focused on it, while he's doing well on it, and while he's understanding it, instead of, you know, a bell ringing and him having to go to another class. So it was just the best choice for me. Now, how do I do it? I don't know. You know, I was a huge nerd in school. You know, that's what I can say. I was the peer tutor. Like that was me. So I guess it's just, I don't know, just easy for me. Comes pretty easy for me. So, and anything that I may not remember, you know, nowadays there are so many resources online, and you can learn like in a hot minute. You know, just prepare yourself the day before if you might have forgotten whatever it is that they're learning the next day. So I mean, there are lots of resources, lots of support. His school is very supportive as well. He does have teachers and all that. The curriculum is really advanced. It's like a year and a half above grade level, because they feel that if you're home and you don't have all these distractions,
Right.
that you'll be able to do more work.
Yeah.
And so it's definitely quite a load. So yeah, but we manage.
No. Okay. So Marlo, go ahead. You have something?
Oh shit! Sorry, I started texting somebody telling them I'm talking to you. I was like, "We're talking to her right now."
They know.
So, okay, Marlo, we're
Sorry.
getting the text together. So this project that you have coming out, how long did it take you to put this body of work together? How long was that process?
It took us about 2 years. I think about 2 years. It usually takes us that long to make an album, though, honestly. So yeah, this is our third album together, Kwame and I. It takes us a minute. Yeah.
It takes you a
We
minute.
don't work
And
so well together.
so what was your first introduction now that you brought his name back up? What was your first introduction to Kwame? Like,
You mean like personally, or
yeah, as far as like
I was working together?
working together, how familiar were you with him prior to that?
You guys know in the music business is like 1 or 2 degrees of separation between
Absolutely.
everybody else. So we have a couple mutual friends, and yeah, so he reached out that way because he wanted to be on my album, The Green Room, which was in 2012. And by the time he reached out, it was too late because it was already mastered and mixed and all that. So we were like, well, next album we'll get together, and so we did. So.
And he was like, while we at it, until then, you know, why don't, you know, we go out on a couple of dates or something. You know.
No, he was not. No, he was not. No.
I imagine it was like the beautiful songstress and the rapper. And it was like, hey, so you want to work together? He was like, yeah, why not? And then he was like, you hungry? And you were like, I can eat.
Marlo's fairy tales.
Hey, Marlo, that sounds like a Harlequin novel. That was a Harlequin novel.
That's how I saw it in my head.
No, he's worked with a ton of beautiful women. I don't think he was thinking about that.
So,
wait, somebody has asked me, what's your natural hair regimen?
It depends on what I want it to look like, honestly. Like, this is a result of brushing my curls out, because sometimes I like the bushy, more full look. So this is brushing them out. I use so many different things. It depends on what I want to do, honestly.
You don't have like a go-to that you use no matter what? You don't have a go-to that you use no matter what?
So I use Win to wash it, and Camille Rose has this amazing shampoo or cleansing, whatever they call it, cleansing conditioners. I'm sorry.
that's what I use.
It's called Rose Milk. It is incredible. So if I'm out of Win, which you have to either order from QVC or buy from the actual store directly, none of which I like to do because I'm like an old lady and I don't like to buy stuff online. So I'm often out of it. So Camille Rose Milk is just as amazing as Win, I have to say. And the price point is better too. And Win also has a re-moisture mask, which is an overnight conditioner. So you leave it in all night, you wash it out in the morning. Now those things that I just listed, I always do that. Now what I do after depends on what look I'm going for. But that I always do those things. And they are all amazing. Amazing products.
Sounds amazing. Sorry, guys. I had to get that out. Listen,
Yeah.
The people want to know.
People want to know, and you might need that for your hair because most of the time it's not all the way that dope. So
first of all, you're not gonna come for me in front of company.
So let's talk about this project you have coming out. Is there an official single, or are you kind of just putting out the body? Like what's the?
Yeah, well, we did the instant track thing because we don't want to officially go like to radio for a single until next year, just because of the COVID and the way right now it's just not the best decision. So we did do the every Friday leading up to the release of the album release a new song. So the first week was You Send Me, the second week was Where You Are, and then last week was the song with Ghostface, Light Up. And all of them have gotten on multiple playlists, which is really amazing because that is the new radio, really. If you can get on a big playlist, that's like half the battle. So I'm so happy that we have a head start with that. Right. We were hoping that the streaming platforms and their playlists might dictate the single for us, but every song we put out got on a playlist. So we're like, well, which one are we going for the single? We don't know.
I guess that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have for sure.
So those three songs, so that's You Send Me, Where You Are, and Light Up, are all three of those now available on all digital platforms?
Yeah. Well, if you pre-ordered, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. How did the Ghostface? What made you choose Ghostface?
Then that those three would be available. Yeah, just available. Yep.
What was the idea? Who thought about Ghostface? How did that come together? Like, whose idea was that?
Well, actually, so when Get Right Back to My Baby was coming down from its height, from its peak. That's
my shit.
Thank you. Ghostface called Kwame, like, yo, I want to get on this. But we were like, it's kind of over now. It was over. So, like, if only you called 6 months ago, that would have been amazing. Yeah. So, of course, he said, well, the next album, you got to get on something on the next album. And Light Up was that song. But, with Prom, that's his tribe. Those are his people. So any given time, any day, it could be LL, yo, what's up? Or what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Or Ghostface, yo, let me get on that. So they, Ghostface knew who to call. Like, he didn't know each other. So that's, Prom knows everybody. So.
Oh, super, super dope. All right. So all three of those songs available digitally. What any videos, or are we waiting until next year?
Well, yeah, like I was saying, we were trying to see, what the response was going to be to, maybe a song in particular more than the other two, but that didn't happen. So now we have to figure out which song and then make the video. We were hoping that the playlist might be an indication of that, but since it's not, we have to figure it out, which is going to be hard because Kwame is going to want Light Up, because that's just what he would want. I'm going to want You Send Me, so we have to figure that out. We never agree on
I do want to say, vocally, You Send Me, like, you killed it. Like, I listened to it a few times today. And I don't want to keep referring back to Get Right Back to My Baby, but
no, it's okay. I don't mind.
That song, there was a raspiness to your vocal that I hadn't really heard before in that song. Get Right Back to Me, there was a different vocal tone that I hadn't heard. And I could be wrong. I haven't heard every single song, but that one felt just kind of vocally a little different from what I've heard before. But You Send Me, like, you went to another place vocally to me in that. Super dope.
Thank you. So as far as Give Right Back to My Baby, so the raspiness is there. It is usually there, but you're not wrong. You're right. So it's very few songs, maybe not any, especially not before I met Prom, where I start a song as high as Give Right Back to My Baby. It's pretty high. It's like, that's pretty high.
Right.
I've never started
that high. Right. You got to work up to that joint.
That's what it was that you didn't recognize, that I usually don't start off. Maybe I'll hit a note like that in a bridge, but I'm never like out the gate up there, and that was a fight that we had in the studio. I'm like, yo, why do you want me to start in the rafters? You know, usually I start a song around here, you know. So that was very different for the song, but he thought that it would. He felt the song is just an urgent record that is instantly energy, so he thought it should be up there. So you can give him those props for that, because I fought him on that. We fight about everything.
Okay,
ahead,
one
Mom.
last question, and we're gonna let you go. Are you? What you say?
You guys are good. I'm saying I'm not rushing you.
Oh, thank you.
Well,
Thank
in
you.
that
I
case,
appreciate the extra time. Right. So now that I can bring out all my questions, but have you thought of doing more acting or anything? Because you could absolutely play Jada Pinkett in that. Because come on.
Oh my gosh. I get that all the time, right? Especially when my hair is super short. Obviously, it's even worse then. But yeah, no, I don't think I'm an actress. You know, I never had like a passion to do that. I don't know if that's my gift. And I respect people's craft so much. I feel like if I'm not going to really do it, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. You know, but I don't know.
It's all about just storytelling. Telling somebody else's story, you seem like you're an empathetic and compassionate person. Just put yourself in that person's
so when
position.
you see Angela Bassett or Meryl Streep, I'm like, I can't do that.
That's a for sure right on. Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying, like, you know, it's like that or nothing.
I mean, but you can do it on a Colombiana, you know, kind of. You can do it in a Gabrielle Union way. You don't have to go for the rafters again, you know. You can just do it in like a regular actress way, you know. You don't have to go to Meryl Streep. You know?
right. She went right to the top, didn't she?
Yeah.
Hey, but if you're gonna do it, you got to do it right.
Hey, you know, I really respect the craft. You know, it depends. You know, if something comes to me, that's one thing, but I don't know if I'm going to ever aggressively pursue acting. Now, theater is another thing. I have auditioned for quite a few Broadway plays, and I got, you know, callbacks and it going well, but for some reason, it didn't work out. But it would be like I had to do, you know, I was nominated for a Soul Train Award. I had to go, you know, to the Soul Train Awards, but the Broadway folks wanted to see me that same day, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Because what if you were Dorothy in The Wiz?
Right, exactly. But so the two auditions I did that went really well, where I had several callbacks, that's what happened, and I couldn't make the final one. So I have no idea what that would have materialized into. But I had to do my singer obligation because that's my first job.
You know how often they say they're not here to accept the reward.
Right. Right, you could have just called in sick that day.
Accepting on behalf.
I know. I wanted to go, but like the label I was on at that time, they were like, "You better go show up to this," you know. So it was very interesting. I feel like maybe those things weren't meant to be, but I do love musical theater. I probably know every soundtrack to every musical that's ever made, honestly. So I would do that for sure, you know, but it just hasn't happened.
Doesn't that seem like that would be a little more challenging as opposed to acting?
No, it'd be easier.
Like on theater?
Are you crazy?
I'm singing.
I mean,
no! Theater is hard as hell.
That's my point. Theater is no joke.
No, I'm singing. I could do it. If you guys knew how much of a theater nerd I am, you guys would believe in me. Like, I know some of these.
You guys believe in me.
You believe in me.
Come on, Vivian.
Come on, man, you can do it.
Like top to bottom. I know this entire script. I know all the parts. I know the Tin Man's part. I know the Lion's part. I know Diana Ross's part. I know Michael Jackson's part, the singing, the lines, the whole thing.
Okay, so wait.
The Wiz right now.
Okay, so wait. If the Wiz was on right now, and you were saying the actual, like, the dialogue, do you also act it out, or you just say it in the same voice?
I think I'm acting it out. Yeah. Yeah.
But
But
all of a sudden you sitting there and when you say,
around,
you can't win.
yeah. Can't break even and you can't get out of the game.
Hey, stop playing.
Oh,
Saying,
You better come on, Bill.
you understand? Us three gonna end up being the crows.
Hey.
I love the crows. I love the crows.
Oh, yo, Michael killed that. Don't even get me started. Michael's
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah.
All right, Viv. So we kept you long enough.
Well, hold up.
Go
Here's
ahead,
a quick
Paul.
question in.
Yeah, you got something to say?
No, you guys are good. You're good.
Okay.
So I got a quick question in. Do you have a favorite musical of all time?
My favorite musicals would be The Wiz and Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Oh yeah, if I were a rich man. Yeah.
That is crazy. I thought that was Gwen Stefani.
She took that from Fiddler. She took that from Fiddler.
I'm like, now what?
Marlo,
Now what you say?
That Gwen is something else.
did you see Vivian's face when she looked at you? She's like,
She was like,
that was Fiddler.
You peasant.
very disappointed.
I did not call
Silly Negro.
Silly Negro.
Disappointed in me. She was like, here this shit go.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I do have to go AM Caffeine Show. Actually, my time just ran.
You know what? Somebody's saying something. I just need to go. I gotta go vacuum my room.
You guys are good. I
Oh
promise.
shit.
Sorry. All right, Ben. So you said you're not. Have you gotten better with social media? Because you are, like you said, you're very private. So have you come up with a system or some type of schedule?
I'm getting better. I have a social media specialist who helps me and tells me when I should be posting kinds of things I should be posting, and so I think I'm definitely getting better. Speaking of theater, every Sunday for the last about 8 weeks, I've been doing a Sunday sing-along. So I'll just pick one of my favorite songs from a show, and I'll just have the show on the TV, and I'll just be in front of the TV singing. So people really like those. I've done Little Shop of Horrors. I've done Grease. I did Hamilton. I did Fiddler last week. So I did The Wiz the day that Joe Biden won the election.
And what did you say? What song did you sing?
Yeah, for the election, I sang "Can You Feel a Brand New Day."
Oh, that was so.
So you
every Sunday. Well, that one was Saturday. That was a special
edition.
Yeah,
Right.
special edition that came Saturday, but all of the rest of them are on Sunday. So if you guys go to my page, you can see. Yep.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Don't you worry. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna be in the comments like, "Hey, girl, remember me?"
You can see the TV, and my back is turned, so they all kind of look the same, so you can easily spot them from the grid page.
Yep, we friends now.
Yeah. Hey, Viv, can you sing that Gwen Stefani? Don't embarrass us anymore.
Shut up, Doc. Shit.
And Vivian, whatever you do not bring her up on your screen, or she'll try to start singing with you.
Oh yeah.
Don't listen. Do not block your blessings. Let me tell you something. Now I can't carry all notes, but I can carry one or two.
I know that's right.
Somewhere in the back, in the deep down, I got one of those.
Black people can carry a couple notes. I know that.
Yeah. So there it is, AM Caffeine Show. Vivian, thank you so much for finally getting around to us. I mean, it's 5 years in the making.
5 years.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's taking so long, though. I'm very confused about that.
Yeah, well, we'll talk to Kwame about that.
Yeah, blame him. It's not me.
We definitely will. We'll get him another polka dot shirt. Maybe that'll help us. All right, Viv. So let folks know how they can find you, and also so we can keep up with you on Sundays and just stay abreast of what you have going on.
Yeah, so you can follow me on social media at I am Vivian Green. It's VIVIANGREN. And I do interact with my fans and supporters and people. I do respond to comments and all that, and I try to make it personal and about my fans. Since I am very private. It's not going to be me in my underwear when I wake up in the morning or anything like that.
I'll go and wish for that.
Not at all, but I do try to be very personable with my fans, especially on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. Yep.
There it is, everybody. We
And then the
appreciate it.
link for Love Absolute is on all the pages. The direct link, you can just pre-order, or on whatever platform you choose. There's a link right there in the bios for that, so you can do that there.
When is it available?
Love Absolute drops Friday, November 13th. Friday 13th.
So actually today, because this airs on Friday. So
yes, today.
See how that works today.
Go now. Now,
go.
Right
now.
Get out of here.
Right now.
Right now. Go get that right now. I can't wait to hear the rest of the project, because all the songs that I've heard thus far I think are really, really dope. You and Kwam you guys make great music. So we look forward to, continually following you. As soon as you get a video or whatever the single that folks help you pick, please come back. Open door policy at any time. And we appreciate you hanging out with us and look forward to all the great music.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Wait, you know what? I do have a random question.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Super, super random.
Okay.
The boots that you had on, and get right back to my baby. You Smooth, you guys know how I am with fashion. Those boots are so dope.
You want some?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Hey, girl, don't trip. Don't trip, girl.
I have to tell you who made them. I don't even remember.
Oh, no.
Yo, Marlo, those boots are fire.
The one they come really high, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, they was high.
They was high.
Who made those?
Oh, look at y'all.
Sorry.
Harvey. Give me time.
Well, you know how I am about fashion, and I'm thinking,
This one, fashion.
while I'm, cruising fans only, if I see somebody that I think might look good in boots, that's how we put that together. See what that is?
These badass boots on.
Exactly.
Well, shouts out to Jay Kelvin, stylist to the stars in Atlanta, as he chose those boots. So I don't want to take credit for his work.
Right. Super dope. Super dope.
Thank you.
There it is, everybody. Today, Vivian Green album is out today. Make sure you guys.
Hey.
There it is. Thank you, Viv, so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Smooth. You gonna get into the mix, Smooth?
I think it's only right, man. We started off with Smooth D's Donut Song of the Day.
Let's do it.
All right.
New Vivian Green.
Let's go.
It's called Light Up, featuring Ghostface Killer.
There it is. Caffeine Show. In the mix, y'all. Let's go. Thanks, Viv.
Thank you.